32-yard line before he shoved out of bounds. Gain of 18 for Pinnock.
See what happens.
Pressure comes. Pinnock in trouble.
These people don't give a shit.
Who's giving them the business? Alabama is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's got it.
Goes Davis.
Oh my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back.
It's going to win the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. And the Gators have won the game.
To the 40, Herman Whitfield to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown FSU. These people don't give a shit.
Who's giving them the business? Alabama is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's got it.
Goes Davis.
Oh my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back.
It's going to win the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. And the Gators have won the game.
To the 40, Herman Whitfield to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown FSU. These people don't give a shit.
Who's giving them the business? Alabama is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's got it.
Goes Davis.
Oh my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back.
It's going to win the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. And the Gators have won the game.
To the 40, Herman Whitfield to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown FSU.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to College Football Extravaganza. Don't know what was happening there, but it's week one. How you doing, Justin? He's doing his fantasy draft. I got a fantasy draft going on, too. It's that time of year.
Yeah, too many fantasy drafts. I mean, I'm at the point that people are just giving me their login informations to their ESPN accounts and like, draft my fantasy team for me. And I'm like, well, I'll take it as practice. And I'll tell you right now, the one I have going on is not good practice.
Yeah. As you can tell, we have like a new setup here going on yet again. I am going to do my best to share some quality content here. This is a video. This guy, I didn't know about this tradition, Justin, and you tell me if you knew about it. Let me throw it up on the big screen here. Yeah, feel free to swivel around. So I gotta throw it. Here's the process. I throw it up on the big screen. You can also see it on the video there, and then I have to go back and do work. So that's I have to do more producing on this side, but I'm not going to complain because this is going to be good. So, oh yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Boom, right there.
Sports just died, and everyone should be
This is,
pissed
Colorado
about
State
this because
Mines,
I
I'm
am.
pretty
So this
sure.
is the Colorado
This is the Colorado State Mines.
Yeah,
I didn't know about this. So
I do because they're very good in Division II, and so I've kept up with them and that tradition. Because I remember when last time the UWF was in the Elite Eight or the Final Four, one of the two. I remember we were supposed to either play them or Ferris State or Angelo State. And I remember I go on their roster just to look at them, and I'm like, what the fuck is these pictures?
I didn't know about
And
it.
so then I looked into it a little deeper. I was like, oh, this is a tradition they do where they just make themselves look like crazy.
So for those of you that don't know about it, I mean, shout out to this guy. We'll give him credit once I pull this. But let me go ahead and keep playing this
Colorado
video.
School of Mines, right? They have a football team. And for the past like 4 or 5 years, these guys have been going viral every single year because of their headshots. I did a full video on this last year. You can click right here to watch it. But the players would go take their roster picks every single year, and they would dress up and be really silly. And it's very ironic because these guys are some of the smartest students in the country. All of them are engineers. So seeing them take roster picks like this was hilarious. Now, the college football season started literally today, so I've been checking on their website every single day
This is
to
a
see if they've
disgrace right
updated
here.
it. I even tweeted at the football team saying, drop the roster picks, and they blocked me. So I go to look about 20 minutes ago to
blocked
do
his
my daily
ass.
checkup, and they massacred my boys. This was this guy's pick last year. Take a look at him now. Who is that? That's not fun.
Handsome
That's
man
it's
this
so
year.
serious. Again, last year, this year, last year, this year.
That's
Last
going-
year, one of the best ones from last
That's
year.
what he looks like a
this year.
pirate.
What are we doing? Now, I'm assuming this is because they got a new coach last
yeah,
year,
they
and
got a
he's
new
all
coach,
business, and he's the one who put the Colorado School of Mines on.
That's I mean, dude, that to me, it's like if you're a new coach, but you said they were doing good, right? They were Like,
Yeah,
no,
the coach
pretty
got
good.
hired to a new place.
Yeah. Okay. So this coach comes in and he wants to change up what's doing good. I don't know. What do you like it, or it sounds like you hate it? I don't know. I think you come in and try to be straight business. I don't know.
I think
Depends on how long the other guy was going.
I mean, especially where he's coming from, probably a D3 or an NAIA. But yeah, it's definitely the case right there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was pretty bold of that guy to just stop the tradition. I don't know how long it's gonna be going on, but whatever. But we have actual games to get into, and among other drama actually. So the first game last week, this was our shot game. So I think yeah. Okay, I had a feeling I should have picked Iowa State. Yeah. Let me just start off with saying that. Logan's not here again. He's got work. Obviously, we're doing it on a Wednesday instead of a Monday. But he won. He won the first shot game of the year. Fuck you. Fuck you, Logan. So
guy doesn't know what a fucking shot game is yet.
Yeah, well, what we said was we would because it was in Dublin, Ireland, we would do a fucking Irish car bomb. We did. So this is what happens.
Oh man.
And it's Jameson too, so be careful.
No Baileys. So we're just doing straight whiskey and fucking stout.
Yeah. Because I got this on Monday, I was like, oh fuck, forgot Bailey's. At least it's cold. It was hot a few hours ago.
When we drop these, we need to make sure we push this board away.
Don't drop them.
You're supposed to drop them. It's called a bomb.
Drop it softly. like a small bomb. Like a small bomb.
Not advertised, but brought to you by Jameis, Guinness, and then Surfside Strawberry Lemonade.
UWF guy got cut? I think Pat's referring to you. No, Pat. UWF guy. Justin, you were the UWF guy. I think he's referring to.
I mean, I graduated, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, he got cut.
Outside of that, I don't get cut, first off.
Graduated.
I don't get cut.
We get cut now. Fuck, dude. This is not going to be...
Dropping it, or what are we doing?
I'm going to drop it a little bit.
Well, yeah, cheers it, at least.
Okay, all right. Cheers. Go Iowa State. Oh, good God. Oh, man. Oh. Yep, there we go. And because you made me do that, because Kansas State made me do that, well, I don't think we'll pull this up yet. I'm gonna get it ready so you can see what we're throwing up here.
The cream makes a load of a difference, man.
The cream does rise to the top.
I haven't ate dinner.
I got some cold pizza slices over there.
Holy shit.
Probably make it worse. Sweating,
man. That's an empty stomach bomb right there, man.
Oh, he said cut by Bears. Yeah, UWF guy. So Austin Reeves. Okay, he was talking about Austin Reeves.
Oh, Austin Reed got cut. Yeah, so Austin Reed, they brought in Case Keenum this year, which is a veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
Guy who's won playoff games before because, Diggs, sideline, touchdown. Shout out, Trevor. Yeah, so, this is unfortunate for Austin because he wasn't going to beat out Tyson Bagent because Bagent and him have been going head-to-head back even in D2 college days. They extended Bagent during preseason, so you knew it was up to Austin or Case Keenum. The Bears kind of missing that veteran presence in the QB room.
Yeah.
You just knew it wasn't going to be him. But he did sign a contract as a reserve player, so he'll be back on the practice squad once again this year. So really, he won't be in much of a different position, except that he will not be getting called up for travel games like he did last year. So that's a little bit of a different situation.
Nice. Thanks for tuning in, Pat. But yeah, I like Austin Reed. I said Reeves because it's been a while since we've talked about him. And he said Reeves, but I liked his throwing motion. I mean, it broke records at Western Kentucky. Am I wrong? I thought he set the passing record, right?
No, Brandon Dowdy has it.
Okay, so but he was only there. He wasn't there his full term.
No, he was only there for 2 years.
Right.
He holds records at UWF, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He holds NCAA championship records, and that's all of college football. most ever passing yards thrown in a national championship game and in and just a half of a championship game as well. Guy had literally probably one of the most insane halves of football you could ever have. 400 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first half alone.
Yeah, local Pensacola guy. We'll be rooting for you, Austin. Keep it up. If you ever see this, we're big fans. Big fans. All right. He plays pickleball with his smoke girlfriend and PC from time to time. That's what I'm talking. Maybe he doesn't need to be in pro football. He just needs to be doing that. Game of the week: Stony Brook versus SDSU. Who's your pick?
Stony Brook has a football program.
This
now?
is Savid Akeem. Do you know Savid, or is he just joining in? Thanks for tuning in, Savid.
But just for that, we'll make a pick on that for you. Yes.
I have no idea. I mean,
that actually, Savid, that's a shot game of the week now.
No way. Another Irish car bomb next week. That's insane. Okay, this Kansas State Iowa State game. While we're getting to it, while our Irish car bombs just set in, I thought it could go this way. This was a possibility this whole time. Iowa State had great defense. They shut Kansas State down. They shut them down on a big 4th and 1. Maybe it was 4th and 2. I think it was 4th and 1. Turned the momentum. That early on, that muff punt in the first quarter, and the guy went out the rest of the game. That was huge. Kansas State, you get a stop. You're like, okay, we're taking care of business to start the season, and then you muff a punt. That ruins all momentum. And he gets hurt, and he's out for the rest of the game. That's terrible. I saw it going this way a little bit, but I think it's just Dublin, dude. I think
this game showed, like, hey, we really should not be playing this sport outside of, America.
You couldn't even see the numbers.
I know. That was truly embarrassing, like, just looking at the field and just seeing basically just green grass.
Yeah.
We just saw some faded colors. Like, when the teams are out there playing the game and then you have the chalk guys also on the field at the same time, that's a problem.
It's the organic European paint. I think that's what they used.
And then the grass is also different.
Irish grass.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It goes like this. It doesn't just go straight up like ours.
Yeah, it's different grass.
Our chemical-like, theirs is like natural probably.
So, safe to say, next year, just go with the upset. So this is second year in a row. I think I might have picked Georgia Tech last year to open up.
I did.
I think I did. I can't remember. But it's 2 years in a row upsets there. And speaking of upset, guys, this is not a good scene. This is not a good scene for Kansas State at all. This was all over Twitter. Kansas State's Avery Johnson's dad was videoed fighting his other son,
Mark.
After the game. Mark, you got his name?
Mark.
That's Justin, you're our journalist for a reason. Really, it's just a struggle. Looks more of a struggle anyway.
I'm not gonna lie. When I looked at this video and it was originally sent to me, I thought I was being trolled because I didn't know, like, his parents, like,
yeah,
I didn't know that,
Yeah, no, it was like so many memes. I had them pulled up, but I'm not gonna keep going with it. It was like, I learned today that this man's a black man. It was like, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly. Because, like, you can look at the pictures of the guy. Nothing about him says black man.
No.
At all.
Except that swagger. So, but, tensions boil over, and I don't know what their inner family workings are, but I'm just thinking that some Irish car bombs were at play, maybe some
when you're
anger.
Surrounded by 6,000 true Irish pubs in Dublin, Ireland, you're gonna have too many.
Yeah.
And then in true culture of Ireland, you're gonna fight the first person you see, which just happened to be this man's son.
Yeah, bro. I can only hope that they went to the pub after and had a good sing-along. That's what I wish America would do more of is having some sing-alongs. Oh, you got the shitty one. I hate. We'll replace that. So anyway, let's keep rolling the footage. Get it over with. It looked like Dad had the best of him, and then he tried to get more. Oh, he got one leg in. hear someone just going, stop.
In a wet parking lot's crazy too.
Yeah, the wetness, and the domesticness really gets you there. But anyway, I don't know, dude. They had a chance to win there at the end, couldn't pull it out. It's a tough loss, obviously.
Yeah, it's a super tough loss because right now Big 12 so up in the air. A lot of people are kind of going with Kansas State. That was kind of like a safe pick for a lot of people, including like a lot of pro analysts like Kirk Herbstreit. Like that was like one of his picks right there. Is like that's Kansas State. They're going to be looking really good. And really, now there was no passing game there. In pretty much the entirety of the first quarter, I don't think we really saw a pass get completed. But overall in this game, it was just nothing too exciting. The under did hit. We did. That was one of our picks last week.
That was one of our picks last week. It just seemed like that's how it was going to be. To me, it's just like in Ireland. I feel like it's rainy all the time, and I don't know. I had a feeling it was going to be rainy, and the weather did play a huge factor in this game. It was pouring down rain the entire first half.
I really didn't think Iowa State was going to win until probably about 3 minutes left in the game. I was like, okay, I don't think Kansas State's going to win this thing now. I really thought Kansas State was going to come back and win. Yeah, that just didn't happen. I mean, it just was not there. But there was a lot of other great games that day. Nothing too exciting.
Well, even to pile on here, your in-state rival absolutely demolishes Fresno State. Kansas demolished Fresno State here.
So I'll say this. I did a little parlay this day after the Kansas State-Iowa State game because that pick clearly did not hit, so I made like a new one, little 8-legger. Went 6 for 6 on the college football picks. Threw in a baseball anytime home run. That one hit. Threw in another one in Ellie De La Cruz. That one did not hit. And
so you're 7 for 8 on the. That's how it goes.
I almost touched the sun. It was Ellie De La Cruz didn't hit an anytime home run, but I went 6 for 6 on those college football picks, and it would have been $2 into $3,000.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations. That's good. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna.
I mean, you kind of sit there. It's like, damn, I could really use that fucking $3,000 right now, though. It's like,
start the season off. Starting the season off hot.
Last year, I don't know if you remember, but I hit my week 0 parlay last year because and that was also I put on Georgia Tech, and I forget what the spread was on that game as well. And I had like a 5-legger, and I was sweating it going into like 1 a.m. because it was Hawaii and Delaware State that I was waiting on, and it finally hit. So it was a slow start to the game, though. I was like, oh, my gosh, Hawaii might actually lose this game. But it hit. But also, once again, Hawaii banking in on another week 0 parlay for me as they beat Stanford.
Yeah.
Cover, might I add.
Yeah, we can go to that, too. I just want to note on that one, Kansas, good job. Jalen Daniels. He threw for, what'd that say? That was a crazy. I think he was 18 for 20 for 100. Yeah, 18 for 20, 3 touchdowns, and 176 yards passing. That's pretty crazy, guys. Kamara is this linebacker Alvin Kamara's brother, cousin, or something? I don't know. We'll see. There's a Kamara on there. But, yeah, surprise upset. I think a lot of people had Stanford beating Hawaii. And like you said, Hawaii goes in or doesn't go into Stanford. Hawaii just crushes Stanford at home. And to me, the game was kind of sloppy from what I saw in the highlights. Hawaii had like a safety at one point. Stanford had some questionable penalties.
So what happened with Hawaii? So so it's a kickoff, and the ball bounces, and the returner waves his hand, and he waved it, and so then he goes to field it.
Fair catch at the one.
Standing on the one.
Fair catch at the one.
And literally just stands there. They didn't call it a fair catch. And, yeah, so they're on the one. Next play, quarterback gets sacked. Safety.
Right.
But I will also say Stanford scoring its first touchdown by a running back, our first rushing touchdown by a running back since October of 2023.
No way.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
October of 2023 was the last time.
5'10", 180 pounds. Just his second college start. Stanford brings 4. Alejado in the end zone. He's in trouble and goes down.
It's not even playing. That's bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, I don't really care too much to share highlights from this game. I wanted to share just a weird penalty from this game, though. This is we're skipping past this. This was weird. This guy, okay, yeah, Trey Wallace. Shout out Trey Wallace on X. The perfect quote to sum up the college football in 2025, thanks to Stanford penalty. Clay Patterson has been in college football 7 years. You can't fool him. Then he does this foolish TikTok dance. Okay, I guess that's in quotes, so maybe that's what the announcers said.
Clay Patterson trying to get trending real quick. Cost his team. That might get you a seat next to the coach on the bench right there, Rich.
Well, he's going to trend more for that than he would for the dance.
Oh, he's right. He is going to trade more for that. It wasn't even a bit. Why do you throw a penalty on that?
Taunting. Taunting 101.
Yeah. Fighting your dad is crazy, guys.
Not as bad as Dylan Stewart, but it's still taunting.
It is still taunting. Casey Rayleigh, you'll have to find out. Is Rob pulling for Alabama this week?
Wow, we're so tiny over here. What's going on? We're so.
Oh, my bad. There we go. That's the live. This is a studio. You gotta pull shit over. I'm gonna show you how to do this. So when we share a screen,
can we make ourselves bigger next to the screen?
Yeah, you can do all that. You got all this down here. So just for we're just gonna play around and show Justin real quick.
We're so baby right here.
See, now we're baby, but we can. What I can do is I can drag my guy right here and switch, and then we're big, but I have to throw it over there so it's live.
So then, how do we just make him like one?
We can do this. We can do that.
Oh, that's great.
You like that?
I like that.
You like that better?
I like that one.
We'll roll with that. That's fine.
That's good.
Chat, what do you like? Let us know. We're figuring shit out here. Like the desktop is still better. Might need to still get a desktop to run because the screen it's just way faster. The quality's better, but I don't think it's doing too bad right now. So we're rolling with it. We're
making it through.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Little laptop's taking us.
You've already hit like 2 crazy stats. The first touchdown by a running back since Stanford, and then I thought maybe that's just one. Maybe that's one crazy stat. Western Kentucky beat Sam Houston 41-24. Oh yeah. Wait, here we go. We're gonna get back to it. See this? Look, Western Kentucky beat Sam Houston.
Who cares?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was a little late, but whatever. Oh man, that's it. Okay, we have to talk about this because Dan Mullen and UNLV
fighting for his life,
dude.
Danny Mullen, man. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm not gonna lie. So I did take Idaho State to cover because it was a plus 30.5 point spread. I'm like, look, I don't care who you are. That's a lot of points to cover, and UNLV probably should have won that game by that much. They were lucky just to win the game. I mean, Idaho State had a lead in the 4th. That's a problem. That's a big, big problem. Anytime that any team that starts with the word Idaho and they lead a football game, that's a problem.
And they're FCS, right? And I saw a bunch of Gator fans talking shit because obviously I follow all the Gator shit on Twitter.
Which I hate that because we're Dan Mullen stands here. We like Danny.
I like Dan Mullen as a coaching guru. Mm-hmm. Recruiting, not so much.
Correct. But he's a great game coach.
But that's all the criticism I saw from the Florida fans. They were like, the meme was what you look like when you don't have McElwain first-year recruits. That was like the whole meme. Because McElwain had some guys in there that Mullen turned into pretty great players, honestly. I think he still developed them well. I don't know. I don't like talking shit about Dan Mullen because I like him, but at the same time,
roasted.
Yeah, at the same time, he did get roasted on Twitter for this. And here's kind of what he had to say. I have not listened to this fully. This is Gator Chomp at Gator Chomp XX. POV, tennis coach talks football. So I guess he's making some tennis analogy here.
There's a lot of guys, I told the team, there's a lot of guys, okay, that are in that locker room that are probably disappointed with their personal performance. That's fantastic. But I mean, if you ain't jumping up and down and celebrating, you're playing the wrong game because our team won. We won, and we're going to celebrate every time we win. And if we don't, then you're playing the wrong game. You need to go play tennis or something. Like if all you care about is your individual performance. Nothing against tennis, right? I'm sure there's a lot of guys.
Fucking tennis.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but do you think you played together as a team well? I think Dan would say you played well enough as a team to win. I mean, even at Florida, we kind of struggled with Townsend a little bit. We scored a lot of points against Townsend. It was like, if I remember correctly, the score was like 72-56 at one point in that game. It was insane. It was insane. Ronan, thanks for joining in. Seminoles faux life, he says.
Cinnamon rolls. Good old cinnamon
Oh, wait, I
rolls.
got one for that one, too. You're talking
Florida
about the
State Seminole vesicles?
You're talking about the Florida State Seminole vesicles?
Now that's what does that come from?
Letterkenny.
Have you seen the show Shoresy?
I haven't seen Shoresy yet.
Dude, I fucking love Shoresy. Fucking love
Have you
it.
seen Letterkenny?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But you know, Shoresy was a character in Letterkenny, but people loved the character Shoresy so much, they actually made a Shoresy TV show. But the guy who plays Letterkenny, or who's the main character in Letterkenny? Jared Kesso.
Yeah.
He plays Shoresy in Shoresy and Shoresy.
You're talking about Letter? Or are you talking about Kenny? It's not either. But anyway, yeah. I mean,
great show though.
Yeah.
I highly recommend.
Not a great start though from the Fighting Dan Mullins over in Las Vegas. But you know, I think they'll do better. However, I wouldn't trust them this week on the spread. That's all I'm saying. Which, I mean, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, really. Week 2 football. Or week 1 football.
Oh, you want the intro?
That's a perfect intro. Wait, keep it rolling. I want to take a sip of my beer real quick.
Oh, it wasn't long enough.
It wasn't long enough. That's okay. Hit the Mongolian throat music. You know where the Mongolian throat music is?
I'm kind of glad I don't, I think.
Okay. It's the one that says throat sing. You got to turn it down. All the ones on bank 1, turn down a little bit. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Why do you have this?
It's good. What do you mean?
Why do you have it?
That's for that one Chinese guy from Utah. Doesn't he play at Utah or something?
No, Arizona State.
Arizona State. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Is he still playing this year? I think he's.
I have no clue.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not really keeping up with a Chinese running back like that.
He's got a whole country behind him.
What does that mean?
China. Perfect. That was a good. Yeah, that was a good one. All right. Oh, we're having fun. All right, but anyway, yeah. Moving on to week 1, baby. Week 1 college football 2025.
Boom, 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 boom.
And tomorrow, baby, we got Boise State at South Florida. That's probably one of the bigger games. So we got so many games tomorrow. We're not going to go through them all, but we're going to handpick a couple here. Let me share this. Let me share this screen.
We got ball at Raymond J tomorrow. Boise State coming over to South Florida. They got to sweat their balls off at 98-degree heat with 90% humidity. Them Broncos don't know about that.
No, I don't think they do. But at a certain point, I don't think it's gonna matter, honestly. And I am gonna make as little on this one, so we can pull it up and look at it. Tickets as low as $37, dude. If I was in Tampa, I'd cop me a ticket to this game right here. Let's see. Is it going to go just to Boise State? It's probably just going to go to Boise State. How dumb. Just go to the actual game. Here we go. I think it was like Boise State 6.5. I want to say. Let's see what the spread is. Is it
5.5.
Is all it
5.5.
5.5 now? Oh. Where are you seeing that at? Oh, there we go. Okay. Right in the fucking middle of the screen. Nice. The over-under, 62.5. Money line.
That's a pretty hefty.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't like that. I do like Boise State at -5.5, though. What do you think?
I think that could be pretty safe. I know South Florida's got some studs, but I'm not saying they're not going to be able to compete a little bit. So I think comes to these two, a lot of different ways you can go.
I think I got Boise State here. I mean, I'm not trying to discount South Florida at all. I'm just saying I think that Boise State's got enough returning starters. They don't have Ashton Genty. I'm gonna look and see if their running back produces super hard though.
They still have Lauder. They still have their tight ends. They still have very good wide receivers in Bolt and Capel. They still have the guys on offense. They literally just lost Genty. Now, I say that like it's not just some big thing. Like he didn't run for one of the greatest modern day running back season in history, whether that be NFL, NCAA.
Created his own style.
He really did. And will that carry over to the NFL? Probably not. But that's another different story not for here. Anyways, yeah.
This game, yeah, we got the same game up. The next game, Nebraska Cincinnati. This one's
I'm hopping. I'm all in on the Nebraska train this year.
Me too.
Man. Like so, I'm getting and Cincinnati is going to be horrible this year. I feel so. I'm running up with them. We got so much football on tomorrow, man. We have so much football. We have football starting at 4:30 Central Time, but it's
God's time.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
But you're not locking it in though.
Boise? No,
not Boise.
What is the spread?
Nebraska.
What's the spread on Nebraska?
We got it up right here. It's 6.5 Nebraska.
I'll take it. Lock it in.
You gonna lock it in? Lock it in. First, Justin, and I'm there with you. I kind of have them. I have too many locks here. We do so. If you're not familiar, we do 5 locks each week. All 3 of us. So Logan's got to send his locks in, but I'm overlocked, and I can't. I don't. I might steal. I'm actually here. Are you? Let me put it this way. Are you going to pick the new Marshall this week? Is that one of your locks this week?
No.
It's not going to be one of your locks this week?
A lot of Marshall locks.
New Marshall. The Southern Marshall.
Are you having a stroke?
Southern Miss. Is that gonna be? I don't want to lose.
Don't catch me on that one.
Okay. All right. There we go.
I get what you're saying though.
Okay.
That's definitely a route to take. But yeah.
Because my thought here, because I almost would rather lock that one in later. I'm gonna reserve. I might come back and lock this one. Okay. Because the 6.5 to me, Matt Rule. They're a run it down your mouth football team. Dylan Raiola might toss the ball around on Cincinnati, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable enough yet in week 1 to say they're not just gonna have a low scoring, 24-17 football game.
A lot of my locks this week are hunches. My hunches of I think this team's gonna be great. I think this team's gonna be great.
Well, that's what I'm going with right here. That's what this is.
Okay.
Yeah, so is this the hunch? This is the Nebraska's going to be good this year hunch?
I feel like this isn't that much of a hunch, but I have a few other ones that are. I feel like this one's pretty obvious. Cincinnati's not going to be that. And I feel like Nebraska, they're going to have a great year this year. So I think 6.5 is a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it up. Fuck it. I'm going to lock it in with you. Lock it in together. So that's one for both of us. Don't hit the buzzer on us. Don't hit the buzzer on us. Okay, so that does it for our games that we're picking on Wednesday or on Thursday tomorrow. So let me see. Let me drag this one. Let me drag this one out of here so I can pull up another game. Do you want to look at? There's the Eastern Carolina and NC State game. I'm not gonna pick. I do like the rivalry though.
Not this year. No.
Not this year. I do like the rivalry, and I'm always rooting for East Carolina to win. They're at NC State, so I hope they win.
Speaking of stories in college football, Bama, they had West Virginia scheduled in 2027. They dropped that game, and they said, we're going to schedule East Carolina instead. I said, that might actually be a tougher opponent.
Might be worse, yeah.
Depending on the year, that actually might be a tougher opponent. We're talking 3 years ago, definitely a tougher opponent.
Yeah, it could be. Now, I'm just going to throw this Friday schedule up here real quick. Illinois, they're playing Western Illinois. Who cares? Auburn. That's the game. That's the game we want to check out. Auburn, Baylor, right here, and then Oh, wait. Is that how to do that?
That's how you go to the you click the time.
Oh, you click the time?
Click the time.
Oh,
Yeah, click the time.
dude, that is how to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here's my other one. Baylor's winning this game. Lock it in. So I've been, I think I've been pretty obvious about this in the season pod.
Yeah.
I've been pretty obvious that Baylor's going to win this game. I'm big on Sawyer Robinson. Fucking hell, Jackson Arnold. Shout out Case for sending this in to me today. Jackson Arnold is over here doing coffee reviews with his fucking girlfriend on his days off. And I'm not talking like days off a few weeks ago. I'm talking days off 2 days ago. It's fucking game week. He's got to be in Waco, Texas this week, and he's doing coffee and scone reviews with his girlfriend.
I don't like that. I don't like it. If I'm an Auburn fan,
And coach is probably out there fucking shooting, one over on the day, having a great day on the golf course. But he's going to be in hell when Dave Aranda says, "I'm here to fight for my job. You should be too, but you're too busy fucking golfing." Yeah, Dave Aranda's going to kick his ass.
yeah, Hugh Freeze is golfing and DMing younger women.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I think so. I'm staying away from this one. I'm not locking it in either way. I think you're right. I got a hunch you're right about Baylor and Sawyer Robinson. I'm not big on Auburn. I think a lot of people are. So I'm with you there. Let's see. Savid, Auburn, come on, man. They gonna win better. QB. They gonna win better QB than last year. Okay, yeah, there's a comment there. Yeah, I mean,
you're not wrong. Savid.
Not wrong.
Savid, we completely agree. But he's over here doing coffee reviews on game week. What the hell is that? Savid, you're okay with that?
what the hell is even that? What the hell is even that?
Yeah, so we got I think that's probably the game of Friday for sure. Well, that's the first time we're gonna be like, I feel like we're gonna be feeling like some college football's happening.
Oh yeah, that, and then at the same time, that game's going to be going on 7 p.m. Out west. Colorado hosts Georgia Tech. This game is the game. I mean, this is the game I'm more interested in just because I want to see how Georgia Tech does.
Caden Salter will be the starting quarterback for Colorado, the former
Liberty quarterback. Great quarterback. It's a good quarterback battle between Haynes King and Salter. So I'm on Georgia Tech here. And I have to at this point because if I feel like if they don't do good right now, then I can rid myself of my Georgia Tech hunches for the rest of the year. Yeah.
Mute the browser.
No, because once you mute this, it'll be fine.
Just mute the top part.
It'll be fine.
Because then you have to do that for each one that you go into.
Where's the top part? What are you talking about?
You got right click on the top browser up there. Yep. And then mute tab.
Wow.
Beautiful.
We're good. All right. Anyway, this is not muted. I'm locking Georgia Tech in at -4.5 at Colorado.
You're confident?
I'm pretty confident. I think Georgia Tech's run game. I think the dual threat of Haynes King. You got Brent Key's third year here now. I'm a big believer in the Yellow Jackets. Not to say Colorado's bad. I'm not saying Colorado's bad at all, guys. I'm just saying I think Georgia Tech this year is going to be the team to be the sleeper team. And maybe a lot of people are high on Georgia Tech, too, because I've heard a lot of people talking highly of Georgia Tech as well.
I love Brent Key. I think he does great in competitive matchups. We'll see what they can do. That's also our sleeper pick for the ACC this season.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeper pick that they're going to make it into the ACC championship. Not going to win it, but definitely the way. All right.
Now let me make sure I'm not skipping any more locks here.
Like Wagner in Kansas?
Yeah, exactly. You can't forget about Wagner. Solid defense.
With their fighting Wagners.
No.
Who cares?
There you go.
All right. Let's get into it, man. Come on. Let's go. I'm ready for
Do you see what's going? Do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you see what I'm dealing with here? There we go. All right. Took forever. Oklahoma State. I mean, the Buffalo, Minnesota. Just watch out for that. Watch out, Minnesota. You could get upset there. Just watch out. I'm just saying.
I feel like you're struggling right now.
You want to do it? You want to do it, buddy?
No, it's okay.
You want to do it, buddy? No, we can switch seats. Actually, you if you want to do it, we can switch seats, and I'll just go over there, do your draft, and drink your fucking strawberry lemonade vodka Surfside if you want.
Here, take a swig.
I'll take a little swig. I'll take a little swig. Ski. Oh, hit the bottle. All right, I'll do it if you do it. You're gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Little J-Mo Shamo.
Ooh. I mean, okay. I feel like it's no surprise. This is no surprise. Do we want to keep the game of the week for the last game? It's at 11 a.m.
As always, yeah.
It's at okay. All right. Tennessee. You got Syracuse. I think this is a neutral site game in the Aflac kickoff in Atlanta. Tennessee's favorite minus 13.5 points. I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I like the over though. I like the over. 51.5. I would hit the over if anything, but I'm staying away from all of this.
Take the over, and then also go ahead and take Syracuse with the points. I feel like that's the route to go.
I do. I agree.
I don't think Tennessee. I don't like Joey Aguilar. I'll make that very clear. I don't see this guy being very competitive. So go ahead. That's the route I take. I'm not locking that in.
No.
Because they also did just extend Josh Heupel to 2030 earlier this week, and that's going to be some big-time stuff that, they're pretty much – for the first time in a long time, Tennessee has a football coach. And when we say a football coach, not a guy in the football coach position. They have a football coach that is going to be there for a long time.
In a long time. Yeah, I agree. I do like taking Syracuse with the points here. And, if you got a dog parlay and you're just kind of throwing some money around, maybe even throw Syracuse on your dog parlay money line with that plus 400. I think it's going to be a decent game.
You want to talk about some dog parlays?
Yeah.
You want to talk some dog parlays? I got one for you. That game right under it. Mississippi State, Southern Miss. Look.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. That's the game.
Over under 61.5. Mississippi State minus 13.5 on Southern Miss. Now, you may be saying, oh, yeah, take State all day. SEC school going up against a very shitty Sun Belt school. Not so fast. In honor of the late, great Lee Corso.
I caught a little bit of that documentary. That was good.
Who will retire on Saturday.
Blessed he.
Take Southern Miss with the points. And I'm saying,
I'm in a dog parlay.
Take him on the money line as well.
Yeah.
Here's why. Now, if you're familiar with the show, you know that I bleed green and white. Now, green and white to some people may mean many different things. But for me, green and white means Marshall up in Huntington, West Virginia.
Marshall.
The reigning Sun Belt Conference champions. And a team that was so great that it decided to not extend its head coach, which for reasons that were deeper than just the surface that I'm not going to get into right now.
Personal reason.
Yeah, it was very dumb on both sides, including Huff. That Southern Miss said, hey, whenever you come play us last season, this is 2024, we're going to come to your hotel room and we're going to talk about maybe hiring you as our next football coach. And they did. And as soon as we, finalized the score of the Sun Belt Conference Championship, Charles Huff was the new head coach of Southern Miss. And what led with that? 25 players, starting players at Marshall, going to Southern Miss.
25.
I'm talking punters, kickers, the quarterback who was the best in the conference, two very great running backs, two very great wide receivers. The only wide receiver that didn't follow over him was Christian Fitzpatrick, who is now at Oklahoma State. Very great defensive players. And, basically Southern Miss is a Marshall logo that is black and gold. And I'll tell you this, Huff picked up a running back transfer from Ole Miss and a running back transfer from Mississippi State. Charles Huff, for those who don't know, was the running back coach at Penn State and at Alabama. He coached Brian Robinson. He coached Derrick Henry. He coached Saquon Barkley. He helped recruit those guys too, and he turned them into fucking studs. What did he do at Marshall? He turned a bunch of guys into fucking studs. Had first team, all conference running backs almost every single year at Marshall, including Rasheed Ali, who ended up being a 5th rounder now with the Ravens. Khalil Laybourne, who was a guy who was sleeping in his car, then turned him into one of the best backs in Group of 5 ball. Those guys that picked up in the transfer portal are going to fucking be dogs because he knows how to turn running backs into some studs.
The Pirtle.
And they're going to run all over Southern Miss. Braylon Braxton's going to have a great game. Mississippi State's the worst team in the SEC. Give me the fucking Eagles. Or Hawkeyes. I don't know what the hell they're called.
Do you want to lock it in?
I'll lock it in. Fucking care.
I don't lock this guy doesn't give a fuck.
I'll say give me 13.5. Just we'll lock that in. We'll lock that in.
That's what I assumed you meant anyway.
Yeah, but I have them winning this game because here's another reason why. Charles Huff, he knows that he's trying to have a bigger picture, and that is he likes to beat the opponents that are the big dogs. He beat Virginia Tech for the first time ever in Marshall history. We were 0-7, now 1-7. He also beat Notre Dame when they were number 7 in the country.
I think the cool thing here is it's at Southern Miss. To me, that gives Southern Miss a huge edge. I don't know.
Which Hattiesburg does get up for Southern Miss.
They're gonna get rowdy.
They do get up, and I think we might actually see like Southern Miss come back alive. Which, for those who don't know, Southern Miss is kind of like a sleeping giant in college football. They used to be a very competitive program. I'm talking like when they had like Brett
Favre days, yeah. I was gonna say there's gonna be a non-zero amount of Brett Favre jerseys in the crowd for sure.
They were beating Bama like back then, like they were beating Bama, and so Southern Miss that's a sleeping giant, and I feel like they have the coach. He's definitely got the transfer portal guys. There's no reason why Southern Miss right now is 5.5 when it's for its line to total wins. I'm taking that, and I'm also taking them to win the Sun Belt this year.
Yeah, big picks. I mean, so basically you got Huff and Marshall, new Marshall, winning the Sun Belt 2 years in a row. And I don't know. I like your logic there. I think I got them beating Mississippi State as well. I'm taking the points as well. I'm not going to lock it in just because that was one of my other locks. I wanted to see you lock it in, though. So if you weren't going to do it, I was going to do it for you this week.
But, that's a really good little parlay booster right there. I mean, if we're talking about the games that we've named off, we got Southern Miss at plus 380. We got Baylor at plus 115. And then, you'll say Nebraska right now with taking the points.
Yeah.
That's probably a plus 700 parlay we got going on right now, plus 800 off those 3 legs. And I feel like that's a very good way of that one hitting. That Marshall game might be a great parlay booster if you're looking for one.
Yeah. Another Power 5 team that needs to look out for a similar matchup here, and I'm pulling this game up for us. Tulane is hosting the Northwestern Wildcats at 11 a.m. I got Tulane winning this. The matchup predictor on ESPN's got 71% Tulane. I agree with them. I'm taking Tulane at the 6.5 points.
Pull up Tulane's schedule real quick. Go ahead and click on that little wave guy right there. Pull up Tulane's
also,
schedule.
Great logo still to this day, great logo of the green wave of Tulane.
They got Northwestern, South Alabama, Duke, and Ole Miss.
What an opening for Tulane.
What an opening. They have 3 Power 4 games, and I would say they can definitely win 2 of them.
Yeah.
And that Ole Miss game, we'll see how competitive it can be. It depends on how Austin Simmons is playing.
And then still you go down the line, you got East Carolina. Used to be Eastern Carolina. Army, never fun to prepare for that triple option. UTSA Roadrunners, they always got a good program. So does Memphis. And you ended on kind of a weak run, but other than that.
This team right here is a dark horse for the Group of 5 team that makes playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay. I mean, I believe it. I mean, you're talking about a team that's been in the headlines as of recently in the last for the last 3 years. I mean, Florida beat them in the bowl game, but that wasn't an easy bowl game by any means. Florida made it look a little easier than it should have been, I think. But yeah, so you're in agreement with me. Do you think? I think everyone here is kind of in agreement. Do you like the 6.5 points? I like the 6.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, Tulane. I mean, they're favored, and so I think you should stick with them here. Yeah, but go ahead.
I'm not gonna. Let me see. Let me see if I got room. Let me see if I got room.
The guy's got his dick in his hand.
No, because I'm locking in this one. This is the one I might be locking in here, because I like this. I've been talking about this one. during the season.
This one's a little crazy to me, but you go ahead, do your thing.
This might cost me a lot. I would be going against 82% of people here. 82% of people. But you got Toledo with 9.5 points. That's not nothing.
11:45 in Lexington. This is how I feel about this.
Mission failed.
Like that's how I have no difference with that. I don't think Kentucky is losing this game.
You're talking me. Well, here's the thing. We went over Kentucky's schedule, and there's not many wins on the schedule. So this has got to be a win for the Wildcats. And, I mean,
only 9.5, though. I mean, that tells you that Vegas knows that this game is maybe, this is not a typical SEC team versus a MAC. We'll just say that.
No, it's not. It's going to be closer than the experts think.
Kentucky is.
Kentucky, yes. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to lock in the Tulane. I like the Tulane lock better than this Toledo lock. I'm going with you. I like the Tulane lock better.
Tulane 6.5?
6.5.
Okay.
Yeah, 6.5. It's too close for me to do money line. I feel like the 6.5 is I got to do better there.
Okay, so we also got a few more. Fordham, Boston College.
Did you want to talk about the herd in Georgia at all?
Yeah, all right, man. I was looking at it. Go ahead, let's pull it up.
It's up.
We're gonna shock the fucking world. Just kidding.
That's a lot. It is a lot of points.
I'm just kidding.
But it is a lot of points for Georgia, though.
I'm putting this on the record, though. Look, first year head coach. We're going to Georgia. These are Marshall and Georgia have two of the longest active week one winning streaks in all of college football. I think Georgia has the 1 or 2, and Marshall has the 3 or 4. We haven't lost since 2012. They haven't lost since like 06. So definitely not stacked up good odds. I don't know who the fuck scheduled this fucking game. If we had the team from last year, I'm sitting here and I'm probably getting up a little bit. Now Georgia's favored 39.5 points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. I'm going to be straight with you. I don't even have an idea who our quarterback is. We're probably going to play 3 different quarterbacks. We don't know who our quarterback is. We don't know anything about this team. We have like 2 starters returning.
Are you like halfway a Southern Miss fan this year? Because like,
no,
but you know what I'm saying? Because they all played at Marshall, so it's like you got to bring some kind of pride.
Why would I support them? They betrayed us. That's how I feel.
25 of them now, and the coach.
Here's the thing. If Southern Miss wins, I'll say that's a Marshall championship. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's how I feel about it, but I'm not going to sit here and root for them.
So you're having your cake and eating it too a little bit.
A little bit. Now, I will also go on the record and say this. This is not going to happen, so I can say this. If Marshall wins this game on Saturday, I'm one of 3 things that's going to happen. I'm going to be blacked out, passed out.
It ain't happening.
Or I'm getting arrested.
Yeah.
You won't see me wreak havoc ever. Like, I'm a pretty nice guy. Like I'm a guy who likes to have a good time.
Well, you have to wear green. You got to at least wear green. You can't wear red today.
But if Marshall wins this game, I'm gonna be put in handcuffs for being a nuisance. I'm gonna be put in handcuffs. Just the shock the world mentality, which we've done it before. Like we beat Kansas State when they were top 5. We beat Notre Dame a few years ago when they were top 10. We've beaten South Carolina, Clemson. We've done it all, and none of those guys were first-year head coaches though. So that's where I'm sitting there like, nah, it's definitely not going to be first-year head coach game 1. You're not just going to walk in there and win a game like that. Well, you got some guys, but I'm saying if we had the team from last year with Gunnar Stockton being first-year quarterback.
You're taking them with those points.
Oh, well, this game would be like a 21-point spread, I feel, because I think that's what it was for Ohio State, and they competed with Ohio State through and through. Yeah, I'm sitting there and saying we can go and beat this team for sure because Gunnar Stockton isn't that great of a quarterback, especially if you had Mike. If we had Mike Green, like again this year with that team from last year. That team from last year was genuinely one of my favorites in my time. So, yeah. Anyways, that's neither here or there because it's not true. And, yeah, we're going to fucking shit rocked. But
there you go. Let's bring it back to Tallahassee, Florida.
I mean, you guys look at this. Like, the line is 55.5.
Yeah.
And Georgia's favored by 40. So they're saying that Marshall's not scoring more than 14 points.
Right.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, and I could see that happening as well too.
Sad.
Yeah, very sad.
We usually compete in these games, though. I want to make that clear. We don't really get blown out in the big games unless we're having like a really bad year. We don't typically get blown out. We compete. This is just not going to be one of those. Just very bad timing on the scheduling. Very bad timing for us.
Understood. Is it bad timing for the next team we bring up? Like I said, let's take it to Tallahassee, Florida. Oh, what the fuck? My fat ass fingers hit something, dude. Yeah, you're saying it's gonna be sad, all sad and shit. I'm like on the fence about this here.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Okay,
I hope you mean on the fence about the points.
the points.
Okay.
The points is what I'm on the fence about, and I'm not locking it in. But I just think that with the 13.5, I think that would be the play for me if I was gonna play anything here, or the over. Because I think Thomas Castellanos can run the ball all over Alabama. He's got some legs. He makes some plays, makes some good plays. Alabama obviously going to score points against FSU, and I just think they keep it closer than people think, because you got 90% of people here thinking Alabama's just going to win.
Have you checked comments recently? By the way, I mean we're on.
Yeah, I keep checking it every
We're
now.
now on the topic of Bama. I want to make sure Casey's awake. Look,
He hasn't been in here in a while. Savid
need-
hasn't been in here in a while either.
Oh, Savid, where you at, my guy? We thought you were a new guy.
He is a new guy. Hope you like and subscribe, Savid.
Here's the thing. Bama knows that it has to take care of business. Bama knows that it has to do what LSU couldn't do. And that's fucking put the ACC and Florida State to bed, because LSU had 2 shots at it, didn't do it either time. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. Look, Bama's got to take care of it. 13.5 is crazy to me. I genuinely don't know where the energy comes from to say, like, oh, yeah, Florida State's going to compete, or why people are saying Florida State's going to win.
It's week one. Crazy shit happens week one.
You can't go away from 2-10 and say, oh, we're going to compete. No.
They went from 13-1 to 2-10, and then everyone was talking the same way about Georgia Tech last year. They're saying, oh, FSU is going to go undefeated this year. This year's the year. And look what happened to them.
I think we just see a trend that FSU fans are delusional and walk into every year. Because here's the thing.
I'm also not too hot on Ty.
Here's the thing.
Not too hot on Ty.
Why?
I don't know.
What?
Alabama fans are hot on him. I'm not super hot on him, dude. I mean, that's just what it is.
I definitely do not agree with that one, if I'm being straight with you. I think Ty Simpson, if that guy delivers B-level quarterback play, we have Bama in the Final Four at bare minimum this year.
And that's a fair take. I'm just saying, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling here. And then after week one, we're going to know a lot more about both of these teams. I mean, if Alabama rolls in there and roll tides all over FSU, like beats them, let's say it was like 52 to 21.
Mm-hmm.
I would also be happy. But, I mean, I hate both of these teams, honestly. I hate them with a passion, both of these teams. But, to be honest, if you're an FSU fan, what do you think the fan base is talking about if they just get blown out completely?
There's nothing to talk about.
I don't think they're expecting it, though. I think they're expecting a closer game.
Good. I hope they're not. I hope they're fucking crying tears all fucking college town, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, look. FSU needs a
Okay, says this take will not be forgotten about Ty. Good, yeah.
You know I won't let that one die. Like, Ty Simpson, I feel like is going to be the guy this year, because Bama's my national championship pick.
For the record, I hope he does. He's done the right thing. He's waited in the wings for a long time.
He's done what no one else is doing anymore.
He pulled a Kyle Trask, waited for his turn, stayed in the pocket, and you should be rewarded for that. You should haunt me for this comment. That means you're watching the show. That'd be great. Love it. I think, yeah, to me, I like the 13.5. I'm not locking it in though. And if I was a betting man, I'm not betting on this game. I would not bet on this game.
No, I'm taking Alabama with the points.
You're gonna lock it in? Oh, see, but you won't lock it in though.
How many do I have right now?
I think you only have 2. You count them up, but I mean,
No,
I think you only have 2.
I have Nebraska, I have Baylor, and I have
Tulane.
No,
We didn't lock Tulane in together?
no.
I locked Tulane in.
You locked Tulane. I locked in Southern Miss.
Okay. Let me keep track of yours. You got Baylor,
I'm gonna have to go back here. Like he's trying to say
Southern. Yeah, he locked in FSU, Southern Miss. Who'd you say? And Nebraska.
And Nebraska.
Because we both locked in Nebraska together. Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then I'm gonna go ahead because I love nothing more than seeing some Florida State tears. And you know what? I'll give Florida State its flowers here. Probably one of the top 5 toughest places to play in week one. I go back to that Notre Dame McKenzie Milton return game, and I sit there and say that's one of the best atmospheres I've ever seen the start of the season.
Oh, bro, I was at the Willie Taggart game 1 against Virginia Tech, and it was electric. It was a night game.
Probably one of the top 5 places toughest to play in week 1.
Right.
But it dies down pretty quickly. But I'll still take Bama with the points.
Understood. Moving on.
Lock it in.
Oh, all right. We'll lock it in for you. All right. The other Florida team, the one that's actually near and dear to our hearts, the Gators. We'll just go over this really quick because they're facing the Sharks. We talked about this. This was on the Discovery Channel as kids. You can't even pick the points here. Gators by 1 million, baby.
Can't even pick the points. Can't even pick the over-under. Just smash it and move on.
Smash it and pass it. Gators by 1 million. If you can bet it anywhere, bet it.
Been doing a lot of interviews this week. Got to talk to Zach, senior writer for the Florida Gators with On 3.
Yeah.
Got to talk to him today. Talked to Matt Moscona today.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. I'll be talking to FSU tomorrow and Chris Stewart from Alabama later this week as well.
Nice.
Got a lot getting active in the interview.
Hopefully the FSU guys don't see your takes. Every single week on FSU.
It's a girl. Her name's Kylie. Shout out Kylie. She works with the ACC network.
Nice.
But she's, I think, in a very similar mentality as me. So
okay. All right.
As any proper broadcaster should be.
Now,
we're not stupid.
Now, hey, college football is college football, brother. It's sometimes weird shit happens. I don't think any weird shit's going to happen here, though. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Texas A&M's going to win, but they got an in-state team, the UTSA Roadrunners. They actually threw up some points here. I kind of like the Roadrunners with the points.
Yep.
23.5 points.
Yep.
I think Texas A&M wins, but 23.5 points is a lot of points. Just I don't know. And look here at this money line. I don't know, but
I mean, if you go back to UTSA's season, I'm pretty sure they won the conference last year. In the Conference USA, they definitely have turned around the program. They had all-conference quarterback 2 years ago. I know that. I don't think he's still there anymore. But this team is very competitive, and I think they've done really well. Would it shock the world they beat A&M? Absolutely, but that's probably not going to happen.
Probably not. It's giving us a hard time. Let me close out some of these tabs up here, brother. Closing up some of these tabs. We won't waste time on it looking at their old season because this is a way bigger game, and we wish we had our LSU correspondent Logan here to stick up for one of the Tigers in this matchup. Death Valley versus Death Valley, LSU versus Clemson, 6:30 p.m. night game in the other Death Valley. Yeah. LSU plus 3.5 points. This is a tough one. I've kind of waffled each week on this. I was thinking LSU was going to win it, and now I'm kind of feeling Clemson. I'm kind of feeling Clemson this week.
I don't think the mindset should already be made up, but I understand why it's not.
Yeah.
So like I said, talked to Matt Moscona the day. If you don't know who Matt Moscona is, host of After Further Review and ESPN Baton Rouge, he's basically the everything when it comes to LSU athletics, when it comes to any news in LSU, when it comes to their athletic programs. Matt Moscona is the way to know. Talked to him today. Look, we know what LSU needs to do this season. There's a lot of unknowns that need to change, and if they turn into check marks, when I say check marks, that's a positive trend. They can not just one have a great season, but one end up in Atlanta, which would also mean a playoff appearance. And the three things that concern me is O-line. They have a lot of new faces on the O-line. The all transfers.
Wait, and Clemson's D-line is elite.
Elite. Clemson has every great piece. These teams are actually super similar.
That's what I'm saying. If they can get pressure, if Clemson can get pressure just bringing 4 or maybe even 3 during the game for a consistent amount of time, that's trouble.
Brian Kelly on Monday said there's a good chance you see 7 or 8 O-linemen, which is not what you typically want.
Yeah.
All these guys have over 60 games of experience combined, but some are transfers, some are freshmen. You know, it's just how it is. And we're just seeing these guys are just new faces on the block. Look, LSU was outside the top 100 last year in rushing offense. And it's definitely not because of the running back, because Caden Durham can be an all-conference back this season in the SEC. It's because of their O-line. And that was with a guy like Will Campbell, who was the 4th overall pick last year on their offensive line. They were still outside the top 100 in rushing. If they can't run the ball, and this is not just going off this game, this is going off all season, it can be really bad for LSU. Now, if we flip to the other side of the ball, we know they have probably the best set of linebackers in the country, probably the best set of edge rushers in the country. They got Jack Pyburn from Florida. We know
Jack's a beast. I'm still a big fan of Jack.
Yeah.
Turncoat, but he's still good.
I hated the way that he went about everything. But their worst positions on the team last year were the safeties. If we don't see a change in that on defensively,
Klubnik might light him up.
There's too many. Look, Clemson's wide receivers are flying way too far under the radar. Not many people are talking about them. That wide receiver group could be really good. And we know there's no questions about the quarterbacks. We probably would take Nuss, but I feel like Cade, he has a great set of wide receivers. And we also know that LSU has the fastest wide receiver room in the country. But
does he have time?
Does he have time? Can you run the ball? If you can't run the ball, this team has nothing. Because you can't run the ball, you got no RPO, no respect to the run game, you got no play action, you got nothing.
Well, if you got seven O linemen out there or whatever the fuck he wants to do, you're gonna have to run the ball.
I mean, when you get sacked 7 times last year against Florida, that's a problem. Nuss can't run for his life like that. We know that guy, he's going to be a first rounder next year. We know he has every capability. We also know that Nuss is the guy who it's not that he can't handle big moments. It's that he tries to, he overplays them in his mind. He tries to do too much in big moments. He just doesn't sit within himself. I go back to the Texas A&M game a lot when talking about this.
Yeah.
He tries to do too much whenever it comes to the big moments, high pressure situations. I don't think it's not that he can't handle pressure. I just think that he overthinks it. And if he just were to be himself and just play his game, he would dominate.
I hate basing it off of last year too, but I do liken it to the Florida game a little bit, where you have a strong pass rush here, and to me, that's all I can base it off of right now. And we know Clemson is going to be good on the D-line. So
basically, everything that Clemson has, LSU also has, vice versa, however you want to view it, call it, say it. They have it. These teams are very evenly matched, in my opinion, except that Clemson probably has a better O-line, which means that Cade Klubnik's going to have more time. And with the set of wide receivers they have, they're going to be doing pretty well. I'm sitting Clemson in this game just because I've heard it. And this is really, I was on the fence until I just started listening to other people. And whenever, Matt Moscona is coming on my show, and when I say my show, morning show.
That's your show, bro.
The morning sports
where you get
take.
the pity shit about sports. You know what I'm talking about,
There you
dude? We need to add that shit to the thing already.
Yeah, the morning sports take 8 to 9, weekdays 8 to 9, soon to be 7 to 9 starting next week on Fox Sports Pensacola 101.1 FM. Download the Fox Sports Pensacola.
Oh, you're going to be
app.
tired. We might have to move the show up an hour over here.
We might. It's going to be, we're doing 7 to 9. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But Yeah, so we had Matt Moscone on the show, and when he's sitting there saying, like, it's going to be a 23-20 game or 24-20, whatever the score he said, and then you listen to Josh Pate, who hasn't been high on LSU at all this year, and then you look at a guy like J.D. Pickle, who's like, LSU's won the national championship.
Who's your brother, by the way?
Huh?
That is your brother.
This is my brother. I don't like J.D. Pickle, though, as a broadcaster.
I like it. Are you calling him Pickle?
Yeah. Pickerel? What's his name?
I think it's...
Pickle.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's Pickle though.
Anyways, JD from On 3. Look, if JD from On 3 was so good, why did On 3 go ahead and get with Josh Pate?
Because Josh Pate's built his brand. He's just
God.
a huge brand. Yeah,
Josh Pate is Papa.
Out of nowhere
Coach
too.
Pate, take us to the house.
I'm saying out of nowhere because I didn't follow Josh Pate before I started watching his old show. But I mean, like, I love him, and I'm like wondering where he came from. I don't know his background. I don't know if he played college football or anything like that. All I know is that white T-shirt comes on, and I'm locked in, bro. That's all that is.
His delivery is so good.
It is so good.
If we're talking broadcaster, though, JD, way too fucking long-winded. Doesn't get to the point.
But it's fun. But just to sit there by yourself, because you and I both know to be by yourself on a podcast and just to do that's talent, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know. I've done it a lot. I mean, I used to have my own radio show. You know, I used to get on a mic once or twice a week and sit there for 2 hours by myself. It's hard. Josh Pate definitely does a way better job at it, though.
Yeah,
and there's no question about. And I don't think anyone's going to question that. He dominates the game.
Trevor says hashtag new PFP. That's right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, going on to LSU Clemson, it comes down to the trenches in this one, which all good games, that's how it should be.
Right.
You know, if your good games are coming down to the line play, that means that you've done everything right to give yourself the weapons offensively and defensively to deliver some really exciting plays. We know they both have that. Comes down to the trenches, I'm going to ride with Clemson.
I agree. I alluded to it earlier. I think last week I was high on LSU, or a couple weeks ago. And the more and more I thought about it, I was like, I think the home team might get it this year. And if it's a home and home, I might give it to LSU next year. I'm not locking it in by any means. I could see it going to LSU, but right now,
this is definitely not a game you lock in.
No, I'll take Clemson. I'll take Clemson money line.
You also have to remember, Clemson has had Georgia week 1 the past 2 years, and they've been dominated by Georgia the past 2 years.
Yeah. Okay.
This is no slouch.
No slouch at all. Do we want to talk about Michigan, New Mexico?
Another little tidbit. So I don't know if you saw the percentages, but with a win or with a loss, Clemson is still less than 50% to make playoffs, which is kind of crazy to me because
with a win or a loss.
With a win or a loss, less than 50%, which is kind of crazy to me because I feel like out of any Power 4 team, they have the easiest route to the playoffs. And I know, and
look at their schedule. We're bringing up their schedule now, too.
It has to be because of the LSU and South Carolina game. Like, the SEC is playing such a big factor there. But
yeah,
they have arguably the easiest ACC schedule. They're playing only one ranked preseason team, the team that they beat in the conference championship last year in SMU.
At Georgia Tech, at North Carolina, maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. Versus Florida State, it's gotta be the SEC games here. Yeah, the strength of schedule of the SEC, maybe bringing that percentage down. I don't know. That's a weird percentage. I would think if they win, you're right. I think they would go above 50.
If they win against LSU, that means they have 2 losses to give. In a very easy, and let's say they lose the South Carolina game, which I don't think they will this year. That means they have 2 losses in the ACC to give, and I don't see that in that schedule. Maybe Georgia Tech, and then maybe SMU. If they win this weekend, which I think they will, they should be at an 80%, and that's just making
80s high, but
that's just everyone staying healthy. Like, there's no reason why it wouldn't be.
Gotcha. All right, moving on. Let's move a little quickly on this one. I don't know if you got any takes here. Bryce Underwood.
Where's the who cares button?
Yeah, Bryce Underwood named starter here. That's probably why we're bringing it up. New Mexico does not have Pavia at quarterback, obviously.
Who cares?
Justin asked for the who cares. Michigan by 1 million. Maybe not a million. I mean, look at the points, though. 34.5 points. I almost want to take New Mexico with the 34.5 points. That's too many points for Michigan. They just like to run the ball down your mouth. I'm not feeling the amount of points there. Not betting it, though. Utah, UCLA. We got a late game on the West Coast, 10 p.m. So, I mean, obviously, week 1 of college football. I'm watching the Lee Corso thing before College Game Day. I'm watching College Game Day. I'm watching this game at 10 p.m. unless I'm drunk, passed out somewhere. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if you got to pick here, but if I had to pick anyone, I'd go with the home team, UCLA,
This is probably the game
because they're dogs too.
I'm going to fall asleep on the couch.
This would be a nice game to fall asleep to. Yeah.
It's either I'm waking up from my drunken day drinking of watching just the most beautiful slate of week 1 games on my couch, or I am passing out from my drunken slate of week 1 games on the couch to this game. One of the two. It's been that way before, where I've woken up to the West Coast magic happening in the third quarter before. I'm sitting there.
That's so nice too when you fall
It's
asleep.
amazing.
And there's like a blowout going on, and you wake up in the fourth quarter of the game you were watching earlier, and it's like, oh, they came back. How the fuck did this happen? That's the best feeling ever.
The amount of times like I wake up like after a day of drinking, I'm like, oh,
I wake up.
oh shit. Oh, this is a good game. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I hope this is a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
Just so I have some good football to watch. Really just looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And an 11 p.m. game here.
I mean, this is perfect shot game territory, honestly.
No.
We have not picked one yet, by the way.
I feel like this is not the route I want to go on this one.
That's fine. We don't have to do it. I mean, we got one game left though.
What's the other game?
It's the game of the week, baby.
No, we have like 2 more games left.
Yeah, we can look at them.
Did you just forget about Sunday and Monday? There's college football on Sunday.
Oh,
and Monday.
shit, yeah, let's bring that up. Yep. Nope, I did forget about Sunday and Monday, actually. Yeah, let's bring that one up.
I think Sunday could be a shot game.
Also, Washington hosts Colorado State. I know you're big on Washington. They're minus 21.5 there.
Correct.
That is correct. On Sunday, 2 p.m., baby, because we don't have pro football. We got a little bit of college football. South Carolina hosts Virginia Tech, and South Carolina's favorite, 7.5 points.
Little Beamer ball action. You got the original Beamer going on, and then
This is the new Beamer Bowl, yeah.
and then the new Beamer. Look, this game's getting some hype to it. 7.5. If this was 6.5, I'm taking South Carolina.
It literally was 6.5 because I have it right. No, I have it 7.5 there. I thought it was 6.5. Yeah, I might buy it up to 6.5. I might buy up, on the Hard Rock app, up to 6.5. I think.
Yeah,
if I could buy a point.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. Will you let me buy a point to lock it in? Because I think I'm locking it in at 6.5.
We have a
It's a gentleman's game.
An alternate spread. Here we go. 6.5.
I'm locking South Carolina in at home against the Hokies. I'm big on South Carolina this year, and I hope this is one of those hunch teams you were talking about early in the show. This is Nebraska, South Carolina, Georgia Tech hunch for me. Nebraska. Yep. So I'm good on them.
So I still got to find one more lock.
Yeah, you're sitting at 3?
No, I think I have 4. What do I have?
Baylor, Southern Miss, Nebraska.
I didn't take LSU or Clemson.
No.
No, I took Bama.
You did take. Did you take Bama?
I took Bama.
Well, if you didn't, you're taking Bama now with the 13.5.
Okay. So I have one more. This is an interesting one. Now let's get into the Sunday and Monday game.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so we have 3 top 10 matchups, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, which beautiful slate on Sunday, might I add. You get some really good afternoon football to carry us over into the NFL next weekend. As the aforementioned Virginia Tech and South Carolina. And now
this is a huge game.
Catholics versus convicts.
Lock them up.
Notre Dame Miami
Lock 'em
and Hard Rock Stadium. in a scorching 100-degree Fahrenheit.
It's gonna be hot.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah, it is. It is. I cannot wait to watch this game because one, that's gonna tell me a lot about Miami early on. Florida plays them obviously, so I've got a vested interest there, and then that's gonna tell you a lot about Notre Dame moving forward. Even though Notre Dame's schedule is nothing to scoff at this year, Notre Dame's got some good games on their schedule this year.
I think. Okay, actually, while we're on that, I think this is a great way to start it off. And look, Notre Dame, they have the ability to schedule whatever the fuck they want for their schedule, but for them to go Miami, A&M, Purdue, and then Arkansas, and then Boise State.
It's a stretch.
Respect. I respect this so much because this is – you're an independent. You can do whatever the fuck you want for your schedule, but to do this, that's a beautiful schedule. You go back-to-back top 25 matchups, one with a great team in Miami, one with a team that you beat in a close game last year in A&M, going to South Bend. Then you get Purdue, and then you got to go to Fayetteville. And I'm not just saying you're going to Fayetteville. Oh, yeah, big whoop, you're going to Fayetteville. No, you're going to Fayetteville.
And they need a win. They need a win.
When you're going to Fayetteville, their season starts out with Alabama A&M, Arkansas State. That's 2-0. Then Ole Miss, they'll be 2-1. But that one's on the road, right? So that's fine. Then they go to Memphis. That may be 3-1 or 2-2.
Could be 2-2.
But they get their first big game at home. Fayetteville's going to be sold out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be.
No, it's going to be rock. And, I mean, do we want to bring up the Tennessee game last year when Tennessee walked in there, a top 5 team, maybe top 10 team, and then lost? And then lost? I mean, Fayetteville was rocking, tore the goalpost down.
I think that is a borderline trap game for this team. If it was a week earlier, sure, I'll give them that. But I love this schedule for Notre Dame because then they got to go face, your USCs and then basically just USC after that.
Whereas across the aisle, vice versa, you get Miami. Once they get past Florida and Florida State, they're kind of home free.
I mean, yeah. After Boise State, they're basically, if they're 5-0, go ahead,
playoffs.
Put your kids' limbs and toes, whatever the fuck.
Don't forget the dog.
Yeah, the dog's future baby,
the kitchen sink,
everything.
Yeah,
put it on Notre Dame, go to the playoffs.
Don't forget it all. But as for this game, I mean, do you have a pick here? Because right now, I'm leaning Notre Dame. I'm leaning Notre Dame to open this up.
So this can go either way.
It could. Scary.
I was honestly kind of with the majority whenever Carson Beck announced he was going to Miami. Like, fuck this guy, man. Just go to the fucking NFL. He fucking sucks. Yada, yada, yada. Honestly, no. Carson Beck, give the guys.
Foosball's the devil, El Barfo says.
Give him his flowers. He actually had a really good year last year.
Yeah.
People don't talk about it, though. Him and Nuss, virtually the same stats and I think
he threw for like 3,200 yards, right? And then Cam Ward threw for like 3,500 yards or something like that. So Heisman Trophy winner, he throws for 300 yards less. I mean, that's a game. That's 50 yards in a few games. And he's there.
He was top 10 in quarterback rating in the country. Like, yeah, he should be out of. And it's just because he started 4 years. He went 3,500, 28 touchdowns.
He went 3,500?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe I haven't switched
28
backwards.
touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and then number 8 in the country in QBR.
The 12 interceptions is a little high, but, it's not bad.
That's what he was kind of known for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he also did miss 2 games compared to a lot of the other people that he gets compared to, like Nuss.
You want to talk about girlfriend shenanigans, though? There was some off-season girlfriend shenanigans going on with Carson Beck.
The fucking Cavender TikTok twins.
Yeah. Can my girlfriend come on the sidelines with me? I think that might have been a rumor.
That was a rumor. That wasn't true.
Fake news.
No one's asking that shit. No, like that's genuinely one of the silliest things I've ever heard. I was like, no player is asking that because no one in the NFL is asking that.
Right. That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, is that real? I was like, there's no way this is real.
That wasn't a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing. That was that was
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, nice.
There was a little bit of that. But yeah, it's
Who you got? Who you got? I'm going Irish.
Go Miami.
This is a good shot game.
I'll take it.
Yeah? All right, cool. We'll get Logan's pick there. This is a good shot game.
I'll go ahead and lock in Miami too.
At the 2.5? With the plus 2.5?
Simply off quarterback play.
Plus 2.5?
Yeah.
Locked in the Miami Hurricanes.
And that's me also knowing that they have Jeremiah Love coming back at Notre Dame. Miami's lost a lot of guys. It's not really a great pick. I need a fifth lock. I want to shake it up a little bit. We also need a shot game, so I'll take Miami.
Perfect shot game. I mean, unless, you're going to take the Monday night game, which I mean.
You want to do TCU North Carolina? Who do you have?
No, I'd rather do.
Who do you have in that game?
I think I'm gonna go with Bill Belichick, bro. He just got his girlfriend pregnant. I mean, I'm like,
what?
Yeah,
that's not a thing.
Look it up.
You're so dead ass right now.
Yeah.
How did I miss this?
Yeah, look it up. Confirm. Fact check me. But I saw this today right before the show. I saw it today right before the show.
Blowing blanks right now. There's no.
No, that he's a semen demon. This Bill Belichick guy, semen demon right here, and that's why he's gonna win for baby Belichick. He's going to win for baby Belichick. They're dogs at home.
AI Overview says this is false. And then I also...
No, it's not.
I also got a take saying Rob got Centelled. So...
Centelled?
You don't know what Centelled means?
No, what does that mean?
So NBA Centel, there's the main account called NBA Central that posts a lot of NBA news, but there's someone... a troll account called NBA Centel who tries to basically post everything in the same font to try and get people. So we call it getting Centelled.
Let's see if he's posting anything on here.
Who, Bill?
Bill's not posting
he's
shit.
Not posting fucking shit.
There was like multiple posts on it on Twitter. So I was like, this might be real, dude. What the fuck is going on?
But Travis Hunter is pregnant.
Yeah. Congratulations.
That guy's never going to see a dime of what he fucking earns.
She's going to take it. She's going to take it all.
She's going to take everything.
She's going to take everything from. Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of up in the air too. I mean, looks like TCU's favorite at home. Just give me the Tar Heels, baby. I mean, at home in Chapel Hill, fucking underdogs. This is what dreams are made of.
TCU, man.
UNC's turning the program around.
They are known for starting off controversial coaches' FBS careers. They did it a few years ago with Dion. You know, why not? Why not now? Why not another one right now?
Colorado won that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gave the controversial coaches
their
first FBS win.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. So we're both on the same page there. All right. I mean, there's nothing left to do, Justin. That brings us to our game of the week, baby. The Texas Longhorns at the Ohio State Buckeyes.
So, we used to do, the old school graphics and everything. Are we bringing those back or what?
Yeah, we'll bring them back. I'm just not comfortable doing them and switching. There's just not enough. Because on my desktop, I have at least two screens right next to me. And also, I have to make those. I make those via, that's pretty cool, how you got it balanced like that. Chat. He's got a Jameson cap on my UFO right now. That thing's pretty neat, dude.
That sounded low-key sexual.
Yeah. That thing's pretty neat, dude. What you can do with magnets. I was thinking, during the day, I was like, is that how Chris Angel did his levitating trick, you know?
Probably.
You got some magnets in your shoes. You just kind of click them together a little bit. Levitate.
But yeah, we used to have the intro for the game of the week and everything.
Yeah, well, I have 4 jobs.
I'm sorry, Rob. I'm getting way too much on Rob
let me ask. During the off season, I was like, hey guys, if someone wants to handle social media or graphics, please do, because I can't do it this year. But I mean, this is fine. I know the graphics are better. The original graphics are better. If anyone in the chat wants to be a little graphic designer for us this year, send them on over, dude. But we can't pay you. We can't pay you shit unless y'all start super chatting like the Swampcast. Maybe we can pay you then a little bit, but we'll pay you by the graphic. 25 cents a graphic.
I mean, yeah. I mean, hey, keep the chat rolling. What we got in the chat right now? Check the chat.
Chat's been. I'm looking at the chat. I have the chat deep in mind. Last chat was "Foosball's the Devil" by Old Barfo. So let's just move on. My only problem with this game of the week here is that it is at 11 a.m. I need this to be a night game. I mean, who needs it? Who needs it, you know?
High noon, big noon.
Yeah, who needs it when you got the fucking Western Showdown music here? High noon, big noon. I love it. Yeah. Give me Texas. Give me Texas to beat Ohio State. And I want that 1.5. I want it, and I want to lock it in, too, because that's my final lock of the week. Why not spin it on the game of the week? There it is. All the cards are on the table. I got the Longhorns. Arch Manning's going to run in for the game-winning touchdown, just like Tim Tebow, just Tim Tebow fashion, bulldozing into the end zone. Also, Jeremiah Smith is going to catch a few touchdowns. Or one. Well,
we'll see. Jeremiah, he's very wishy-washy. It's either boom or
burst.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Boom or burst. Chat, who y'all got? I do want to know. I do want to know who Trevor has. I want to know who Casey has. I want to. Y'all gotta let us know in here. We hit 20 people, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to either College Football Extravaganza or the Real Swampcast. This is the game of the week. This is I'm awaiting. This is thinking music for you. You're on the fence. I can tell. You want to go Ohio State. It's your team. They're your team. But you got the Longhorns rolling into town on all fours.
You know, this game. One, I'll say this. Ohio State.
Trevor said it's them horns, baby.
It's
them horns, baby. And you don't do this. You don't do this. You got to go wide. You got to go as wide as possible.
I genuinely don't have a peg for this game right now. I've just really not wanted to think about it.
We had all offseason, Justin.
Yeah,
you knew this was happening all offseason. You don't got a pick right now.
I knew everything was going on. I'm just not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to the game. I'm not looking forward.
What are you talking about? This is going to be a great game.
It's stressful just because I feel like people just want to see us fail. Everyone wants to see us fucking fail.
They hate us because they ain't us kind of mentality.
Year, it's always fucking, we got guys like, it's Ohio State versus the world, man. You know, you got fucking Lou Holtz, who should be in the damn dirt, fucking over here calling out our head coach. You know,
Ryan Jace, he's not a good coach.
Here's my take. Ohio State. Ohio State completely new backfield, and I'm talking running backs. We lost two top. We lost a first rounder and a second rounder.
A quarterback.
And a quarterback. Now, the quarterback I'm not worried about.
I like Will Howard a lot.
I love Will Howard. I love fucking Will Howard.
I heard some hate on Will Howard. Not from you. No,
definitely not from me. Because all you had to do, and I said this last week, just got to drive the Lambo, baby. You just got to drive the Lambo. All you got to do is just put the keys in, start it up, and just hold the fucking steering wheel straight. That's all you got to do as a quarterback at Ohio State. That's all you got to do. He did that last year. What happened? We get a ring.
Casey Rayleigh, Ohio State, 24-17.
This game. See, here's the thing. A lot of people have been putting Texas.
He threw a score in there, though. Props for throwing the score.
A lot of people have been saying Ohio State's not scoring 20 in this game, which I think is kind of crazy. Here's two things I'm going to add on this game. You have two of the best offensive minds in Ryan Day and then Brian Harlan, who is now going to be the offensive coordinator for Ohio State, who has produced every phenomenal wide receiver that's came out there the past 10 years.
Yeah.
This is his chance to show that the play calling is going to be good because he's in charge of it now. I will say this. Expect the ball to be thrown because now your offensive coordinator, who was the wide receiver coach for 10 years, he's going to hammer Jeremiah. He's going to
Hanner. that was a girl that my buddy had a crush on in high school.
He's gonna
Hanner.
I think when it comes to the Ohio State wide receivers, you're going to be seeing a lot of guys get a lot of looks this year. Jeremiah's going to have a good game. This isn't going to be a game where he's catching 2 or 3 passes.
He can't be the only one though. Yeah, you're right. They got to look around. They got to look around.
He's absolutely not.
Let him know.
Yeah, he's absolutely not. I've said it for a while. Ohio State has the best wide receivers in the country, and this isn't just like they'll have one really good one every 3 years like LSU. Like, this is every fucking season we have a first rounder at Ohio State, like in the wide receiver position. They haven't really paired out to be great in the NFL every time, but I will say I think we always produce year after year the best wide receivers and Purdue. We know what we have. We have Jeremiah Smith, which is always going to be great. We bring back. Why am I blanking on names right now? Okay. We bring back Carnell Tate. We bring back Jeremiah Smith. We bring back Bryson Rogers. You know, these are guys who are going to be some studs this season. I feel like when it comes to just the game itself, we're going to be seeing a lot of. I hope we're seeing an air raid this year.
Yeah.
I feel like we will see an air raid. But overall, I'm worried about the running back position. That's the only concern I have at Ohio State right now. That's our running back. So,
especially with Texas, they got much like Clemson, they have a pretty elite D line. I won't go as far as say they're as good as Clemson, but they're up there. And Steve Sarkisian's a great coach. I like him a lot on offense. I'd still like Arch Manning too. Since you threw a score out there, Casey, I'll throw the score out there. I think it's Texas. I think it's Texas 31-24, maybe 31-28.
How much faith do you have in Arch?
Percentage-wise, I mean, I go 80%, 8 out of 10. He's going to be a great quarterback at Texas.
Here's my only problem. The only question mark is the running backs. We bring back our wide receivers outside of Amike. We lose some linebackers, but we also don't have Jim Knowles back, but we bring back Caleb Downs. So we bring back the best players on both.
Casey's bringing up the tight end. Sorry to interrupt. Casey's bringing up the tight end you got out of the portal from Purdue. So if you know
Max Clare. He's phenomenal. He's going to be really good this season, and I feel like we lost G. Scott, who was phenomenal, but then we replaced him with Max Clare, which Ohio State, honestly, in the past few years, has had very consistent tight end play, which if you don't know this about Ohio State, if we can't get the receivers going, we will use our tight end, and we will make success with them. And that's why Ohio State loves its tight ends. Like, I can go back to Ruckert 4 years ago, who got drafted by the Jets in the 3rd round or whatever round he got drafted in after that. They love using tight ends in high-pressure situations because if just the other options aren't working, we will utilize the tight end spot as the guy to fall on, and it works.
You should, yeah.
And that's why fans love the tight ends there, because we know that we can go to them in those high-pressure situations for success.
I mean, you talk about great teams in the past that have utilized their tight end. I mean, 2013 Seminoles, Nick O'Leary, they utilized Nick O'Leary on, like, bootlegs constantly. Auburn with Juszczyk. They threw the ball to him.
Bama with O.J. Howard.
Yeah.
That's always one of my favorite college
I mean,
tight ends.
Kyle to Kyle connection. You got Kyle Pitts, even though he would line up at receiver a lot too.
Yeah, very Travis Kelce-esque tight end right there.
Yeah, but you gotta have that versatility in your lineup. That way, you know that keeps them guessing. So you don't know if they're running the ball or they're throwing the ball. You know, you got a guy who can do both there on the line.
I mean, Ohio State's definition: if you have a big 3rd and 4, we will send a guy on a little whip route in the tight end. We'll have him lined up there blocking. He'll come out, go a little whip route to the right side, and quarterback will just roll out, bump it there to the right side, move the chains. Very common at Ohio State. I'll say this, though. Brian Harlan, he is going to be a first-year play caller. We will see how that plays out. We do not return our running backs last year, and that's the only problem I have with this team. Outside that, I'm still rocking with the boys, so give me Ohio State.
Give you Ohio State. All right. You got to lock it in, too, don't you? Or no, you got 5. Is that 5?
Fuck it. Get rid of the Miami. Get rid of the Miami pick.
Well, hang on. Let me see.
Get rid of the Miami pick. I'll take Ohio State.
Gotcha. That's it. I think we're locked in, boys.
Yeah, we got Gus Johnson, which we know. If anybody knows, Gus Johnson's the best voice in all of college football.
I love Gus Johnson. That's gonna be an epic call. God, I still wish it wasn't at 11 a.m., but big noon, high noon. We're going to kick it out of here with the Western music. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. We had some new people in chat. I hope you stay for next week when we bring back Logan. Hopefully he comes back here. If not, we'll be here. And it's going to be week 2, baby. We're going to have a lot to talk about because we're going to learn a lot about these teams. Follow at College Football Extravaganza. Follow at Real Swampcast. Follow Justin at jpatrick_on air. And follow me at R Vincent Comedy. And
hey man,
yeah,
it's college football.
It is. Also tune into your fucking radio show, dude.
Yeah,
Good
tune
shit.
into my radio show. We have amazing guests week in, week out. I mean, I have interviews with Peyton Manning, John Gruden, Tom Pelissero from the NFL Network, Matt Moscona. Yeah, we got great interviews over there. It's always a great time. But I'm just happy it's college football season. I'm going to be plastered on Saturday. If Marshall wins, I'll be put in handcuffs. And, yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Shout out. Peace.